Hi students, welcome to our third number video topic Introduction to Current Development in Communication. Dear student, in previous video we learned about primary memory RAM and ROM. Now we learn about secondary memory means a permanent memory. Secondary memory is a long-term memory and has much higher storage capacity than primary memory. Just one, secondary memory is a long-term memory means we can store and maintain data long time. Okay, for example, your videos, marriage videos, or your permanent data you can store permanently. Okay, means this memory is a long-term memory. It is used to permanently store user programs, means application, and raw and processed data. In this memory, we can store a permanent user program and raw and processed data. For example, in Excel, Word, PowerPoint, the information stored on a secondary memory can be recalled at a future, means in next year or in future data for reuse. We can use this data in future to maintain a record, means this is the permanent or long term memory. Now I can show the one image of secondary memory. This is the secondary memory devices. Flash means pen drive, floppy disk, zip disk, CD RW means write, CDR means the compact disk write, DVD RW, DVD R storage tape, then smart media, removable hard disk or hard drive, micro drive, memory stick. Okay, then smart card, online storage site, and pen drive or pen card. These are the secondary storage device. Okay, now the type of secondary memory which you have learned in some detail in the 5th standard: floppy disk, hard disk, compact disk means CD, digital video disk means DVD, and pen drive. Of these, a hard disk is usually fitted inside a CPU cabinet, hence it is known as non-removable media. Other are removable media, means hard disks are fixed into a CPU cabinet, and other are, for example, CD, DVD, pen drive. These are the removable, means we can remove from here to there. They are the removable, and fixed means non-removable means hard disk. Okay, these are the secondary storage device. Now our second number point, microprocessor. The microprocessor or CPU is the computer's brain and control the entire working of computer. It is the CPU which perform all the arithmetical calculation and decision making, all arithmetical calculation and decision making or logical operation on the data. Means the microprocessor or CPU is also known as the brain of computer system. It controls the entire working of computer. It is the CPU which perform all the arithmetical calculation, means plus, minus, addition, subtraction, okay. Then decision making or logical operation on the data. The CPU process the data according to program or command given to it and output the result, means the CPU process the data. For example, you provide 1 plus 1 to the computer, this is arithmetic calculation, then computer process on your data, means process, and then it give a output, that is the result to the user. Now Next, the structure of a CPU. Dear student, on your front there is one image of structure of CPU. First, you know input. Input means mouse, keyboard. These are the input device, and then we give the input to the computer using keyboard and mouse. Then this is the CPU. In CPU, first there are three major subunit. There are three sub major unit. First, control unit, then arithmetical and logical unit, arithmetical and logical, and third number memory unit. These are the three main unit of CPU, that is sub unit of CPU, and then output. This is the block diagram of computer. Means in our CPU there are three sub unit: control unit, arithmetical and logical unit, and memory unit. Control unit means they can control all the computer system, and arithmetical and logical units means they are operate all arithmetical and logical operation. For example, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and logical operation. And then last is a memory unit. Memory unit means they can store your data for permanent and temporary. These are the memory unit. These three subunits are very important. Okay, these are the block diagram of a computer system. On page number 18, under the direction of the control unit, the program instruction and data are taken into the system memory, that is RAM, either directly from the user through input device or from the secondary memory. Means we can give the input through our mouse and keyboard or program instruction, otherwise our memory, that is RAM, and our secondary memory, that is hard disk. Then one by one the instruction and data are moved into a internal memory register in a proper sequence. Means this data or instruction move into a primary memory. Okay, then the control unit inform the ALU. ALU means arithmetical and logical unit of the precise arithmetic or logical operation to be performed and move the data to the ALU. The ALU perform the calculation or comparison and return to the result. Means they can process on data and provide the result to the memory register. The control unit then transfer the result through the RAM to a secondary memory device for store or to an output device. These are the cycle. Means input device send the information to the control unit, then control unit send the to arithmetical and logical unit. They can adjust, means they can process, and lastly they send to the memory unit for store. Okay, and then last all process will be done, then this output forward to the output device, for example monitor and printer. Okay, these are the main cycle or structure of CPU. Data transfer between the external RAM and the CPU are considerably slower than the processing speed of a microprocessor. Hence, all modern microprocessors have cache built into them. Cache is one another memory to boost to your processor. Means they can process high. Okay. Now next our point is a microprocessor. Okay. This point we cover in second number, that is second video, next video. Okay, thank you. You can revise this video.